Something quietly shifted today. Not the kind of shift you notice right away, but the kind that settles into the air like a soft glow, warming everything it touches before anyone realizes what's happening. A tiny ripple at first, and then suddenly a sweeping wave of purple that wrapped itself around the world. It didn't start with noise. It started with a feeling. A sense that today wasn't just another December morning, but the December morning. The one circled in countless hearts long before it ever reached the calendar. Because December 4th is BTS Jin Day. And this year, something about it felt even bigger, even brighter, even more magical. Across Korea, the energy started early. Amasvin stores nationwide, 119 of them, transformed into little Jin-themed sanctuaries. Every table, every drink, every corner filled with fans holding cup holders and photo cards like tiny pieces of happiness. 500 cup sleeves per store, 300 photo cards. Gone almost instantly. Social media overflowed with photos, laughter, friends meeting for the first time, and strangers bonding over one simple phrase, Happy Jin Day. And then the city lights joined in. Gigantic double-sided birthday ads lit up Parnas Media Tower and COX Media Art Tower, massive screens in the heart of Seoul, glowing with Jin's face like a constellation made of LED stars. For 3 days, anyone walking through Gangnam couldn't help but look up. You didn't find the celebration. It found you. Meanwhile, Yongsan turned into its own fairy tale. A tea shop hosted a happily ever after themed cafe event, complete with 2 different special cups. Outside, a Jin-themed bus wrapped in soft, dreamy imagery cruised through the city, surprising commuters and pulling smiles from people who hadn't smiled in days. But the love didn't stop at borders. In Tokyo, Domo Cafe held a simultaneous celebration with paper cups, socks, shopping baskets, lucky draws, fans lining up not just for merch, but for the feeling of being part of something shared, something warm. And then, the moment that felt truly surreal. A celebration so unique it almost didn't seem real. Myanmar's fan base took Jin Day into a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Bagan, a city of temples, ancient stones, and sweeping skies. There, fans rode hot air balloons, literally floating above history while celebrating him. They offered free horse-drawn carriage rides for over 100 visitors. They prepared traditional fried snacks, taught hand-painting of flower patterns, and as the sun dipped, they lit 1,800 oil lamps around Ananda Temple. Imagine that. 1,800 lights, flickering under the night sky. Each one a tiny wish, a thank you, a celebration of a man whose kindness has quietly touched millions. And then came the moment that wrapped everything together. The unexpected twist that made this year feel different. Jin didn't just win FanPlus's December birthday poll, he obliterated it. With 138,487,903 votes, he claimed first place and secured his spot in the Hall of Fame, the highest honor the platform offers. All votes from the entire year added up, and he came out on top. A testament to one thing, his fans don't just support him, they believe in him. Because for them, celebrating Jin is more than cheering for an idol. It's returning the warmth he gives. It's reflecting his kindness back into the world. And that's why the donations kept flowing. India's Heal with Jin project raised funds and awareness for breast cancer support. Chile's fan base protected native animals and trees. Argentina raised money for underprivileged youth through a raffle of his album. Every act, every project, every gesture was a little echo of the compassion Jin is known for. And as if the global party needed one more gift, there's the movie. Runseojin.tour the movie. A cinematic release on December 31st, screening in 1,800 theaters across 70 countries. A perfect ending to a month that already felt too good to be real. Fans will walk into theaters around the world, take their seats, and feel connected. To him, to each other, to a year's worth of love wrapped into one final moment before midnight. This Jin Day wasn't just a celebration, it was a global heartbeat. From city billboards to ancient temples, from subway tunnels to hot air balloons, from small cafes to massive cinemas. Millions of people in different languages and different time zones reminded the world that joy doesn't have to be loud to be powerful. Sometimes it just needs a spark, and this December 4th, that spark was Jin.